What do y'all know about COINTELPRO? TikTok does not want me to make this video. I've made it like 6 times and it keeps like fucking up. I've made so many videos about COINTELPRO. Like, it's my favorite conspiracy theory that's fucking real, okay? COINTELPRO, counterintelligence program, ran between 56 and 71 by the FBI, and they used to watch over groups like MLK Jr., the Black Panther Party, women's rights groups, Native American rights groups, animal rights groups, and including... yeah. But they couldn't do nothing about it. They were just guys hanging out. Remember this, okay, when you think about the government. All right, cool. All right, let's talk about it. Infiltration. This happened just recently, just before the election, okay? Someone who claimed to be an ally said that Democrats, people who were on the left, were just paid shills, which sparked a huge online, like a fighting match, like a screaming match, like a straight up brawl. And then they got quiet and acted like they didn't do nothing wrong, okay? 2, psychological warfare, meaning they spread misinformation about people. They even made like fake groups and stuff to like to lead people astray. They would forge letters trying to start shit with people, like literally making bot accounts just to fuck with people. And yes, I know they didn't have bot accounts back then. I'm trying to make it so that you understand in today's terms what the fuck they're doing. Harassment via the legal system. Luigi is not in a good place. You know what I'm saying? His conditions are subpar. And then think about the many Black people that you see get harassed by the police all the time. Illegal force. How many no-knock raids? How many no-knock raids? Okay? Look at a mere lock. A mere lock. Okay? And then undermine public opinion. I just showed y'all an article the other day where they're trying, like, they made this article. Like, do you see what I'm trying to say? It is 2024. What is going on? Why is everybody pretending like this is not a thing? Let me know if you want me to break down some of these a little more, okay? Tonight, I'm going to have game night with my Discord server, so it'll be more like this weekend, but please discuss. Hey, so did y'all know that Discord is a platform that's in a dark corner of the internet where mouse pew-pews are often met with glee? I don't think they know how Discord works, but we are laughing in there. But no, that's not how Discord works though. Also, this is a BBC article. Most of the article is about people simping on TikTok, but not actually really about what they're fucking saying, okay? Like, this is where I was showing y'all, and this is the one single paragraph that talked about what people are really upset about. That 45% of people who have jobs and work were charged for healthcare when it should have been free and covered. 17% of people were denied coverage that was recommended by their doctors. And that's it. Then there's several paragraphs about some bootlicker just sadly licking that boot that's keeping her sick. It ends by calling people hateful. The one who refuses to placate the boat rocker is always seen as the villain. Hey friends, so when I was a kid, my dad used to tell me all the time that anytime a Black person came up, something would happen that would keep us down. You know that meme, okay, grandma, you know what I'm saying? Now here I am, 34 years old, and I feel like I'm tired of this, grandpa, like that me. Yesterday, we were talking about COINTELPRO and how it was used to watch people that were in like civil rights activist groups, women's rights activist groups. You know, they thought everybody was a fucking schmerorist, you know what I'm saying? And that began in 1956. What do you know about credit scores? Did you know the credit score as we see it today was made in 1989? Did you know that FICO, the actual business, began in 1956? But Fernie, COINTELPRO ended in 1971, right? Then why are they still doing this? This is from last year. Why is this a thing? And why does it keep happening? The Black Panther Party was made so that they could protect themselves and their neighborhoods and their communities, period. Did you know that the NRA wasn't always against gun restrictions? Did you know that about 40 years ago, that's when they started shifting to the right? And further into the 60s, they went further and further to the right. All because the civil rights movement began and people needed to protect themselves. They started putting regulations on so people couldn't do that. And if they did do that, they defer to harassing people via the legal system, people getting wrongfully detained, people going to jail. How many people, how many lives have been lost because they were in jail when they weren't even supposed to be, because a cop decided to escalate? Because everybody decided to escalate against those who just were asking for the rights for others. 1/5. Okay. How many regular people have really pulled themselves out of their bad situations because of TikTok? Don't worry, I'll wait. All this to say, I wish every day that I could tell my dad about all the things I learned, because that was our thing. Because the way that we would have a brandy and discuss, oh my God. Treasure your people, okay? All right, have a good day. Hey friends, TikTok is about to die anyway. Here's a hot take. I think we need to stop shaming people for asking questions. So I'm on Adjuster TikTok because I am one, right? You know what I'm saying? I'm a coach now, but I'm still in the industry, you know what I mean? So I watch a lot of those videos and they're fucking hilarious. However, I see a lot of people all the time asking, why don't people have full coverage? We've talked about that on my channel. Is there a such thing as full coverage? I'm not sure, because the interpretation is different depending on who you ask. People often ask how come people don't have comp and collision on their policies. And not only is it expensive, right? You know what I'm saying? But it's probably because they don't know that they need it or what it's for. When I was in my early 20s, the smartest person I knew was giving me advice on how to, sign up for insurance, what things to get. They straight up told me that comprehensive is so that they will pay your car off in the event that you get into an accident. That is not what that is for. They, in fact, described, I believe, gap insurance, you know what I'm saying? But comprehensive has to do with animals like deer hits, or things like projectiles like bullets, vandalism, you know what I'm saying? People trying to steal your car. That's what comprehensive is. And then there's collision, which is usually between two vehicles colliding with each other, or one single car having an accident by itself. You know what I'm saying? They didn't know, and they were some of the smartest people I knew. What I really think it boils down to is people are afraid to ask follow-up questions. And I really think that the reason why is because I remember being in high school and I was the kid that asked a lot of questions, especially in math, because even though I am pretty good at math, it is hard to teach it to me, okay? Even still, there's always those kids in the class who's just like, oh, why are you asking so many questions? You know what I'm saying? And not just at me either. What about the kids who don't know the difference between there, and there, because they were embarrassed to ask questions because these kids would make fun of them and call them stupid? Y'all created this environment where people don't ask follow-up questions. And I really think this mentality of not wanting to ask follow-up questions is how we got here today. A lot of it, like election wise, I think that's why we got here, because people seem to be feel lied to for things that have been available. You know what I mean? So I don't think that should be a hot take, but it might be a hot take. But I think we need to stop shaming people for having legitimate questions. No, I am not saying that we need to entertain bad faith questions, okay? I am not saying that. But I am saying that if someone is genuinely asking you and you know that they're a person and they're just asking, why not just answer? All right, so I'm about to go give a presentation, my very first official one at my jobby job. It's about facts of loss and how to write them better, you know? Mostly it's just like, we don't need to know that you got into an altercation with the person and their ugly dog. You know what I'm saying? All right, guys. See you later. Mwah.